is, you saw him there. Though physically challenged, but there's also ability in what you do. And that is why Leroy Fagbemi, also known as Bamidele Fagbemi, it's a man we celebrate at all times. He's just from the US, and I want to say thank you for coming back home.
Thank you.
And we saw actually that which you did in your video. Now tell us more. What kind of music do you do? Now before we take that, let's also welcome welcome back home.
Welcome back another
Bamidele Makati. This time, he's also based in the UK. I want to talk about what you must know and what you should do and how to go about acquiring visa if you must travel. Here's some vital information to share with us to really give us that future of really not having a visa cancelled at all time. You're most welcome to UK, US, UK. Let's start from the US. All right, Leroy, your music. How do we brand your music?
I say my music is Afro pop, best of both worlds. I use my, what do you call it in Nigeria, Kata version, like my slang. Then I do a version with, I'm speaking Yoruba as well, so I just diversify both best of both worlds, like both cultures I've lived in.
But what really led you into it? We believe you could have done something else. But maybe you need to tell them your background, a bit of your background to why you eventually find yourself doing music.
I've been doing music since I've been a kid, like when I was in Lagos, Our parents came back from overseas, try to have us to get the culture and everything about, because most Nigerians, when they have their kids overseas, they lose their culture, they lose their values, so they didn't want me to lose that, so I had to go to high school here, and after I finished high school, I had to go back to college over there in the United States.
And today you are into music.
Yeah, I've been into music since I was here, so into music.
You want to say you're fulfilled, even given the fact that you're physically challenged. Does that affect you in any way? Does that give you any thinking to say I should?
I tell somebody, if you're an asshole walking when you're in a wheelchair, you're still gonna be the same person. So if I was doing music while I was walking, being in a wheelchair doesn't stop the make no difference.
You're looking very good. Last time was about 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
You've really put on weight now.
Too much cheeseburgers.
Now you come back home to eat amala. And all of
yes.
That. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think now, your kind of music, how does it fit into the Nigerians on climb? Accepting you back home to really fit your music into the kind of home-based kind of music we do now?
The home base is cool, but I just want to be who I am, My music is about being with people with disability, so I want to stand for something, being disabled. And also I sing about music for plus-size women. Plus-size women, these people too, they sexy and stuff like that. So I got a Western version called The Bigger They Are for plus-size women. I got a clothing line which is called Curvy Plus. And I'm trying to have a fashion show, hopefully next year, called Plus Size Africa for plus-size women. So these are the things I'm doing. Then also I think about things that I like myself. Sex, money, women, Even though I'm in a chair, these are the things I like too. I'm a human being, so that's what I do.
Let's have a taste of it now. Let's real now, live here now. Let's have a taste.
Okay, what the song's called? The bigger they are, bigger. The bigger they are, bigger. Plus sizes, I realize this. I mean, I can fight this. Bigger than life in the club. Yeah, I see a wife in the club.
Easy, man. No, let's leave Leroy. Let's leave Leroy.
Money plus size. Those of when you pay, I want to rob. I want to That's great. I saw that lady.
Sex, women, and
and I got another one which is called Bigger. There is all just plus size models from the States.
Let's have you remove your sunglasses and let them see that you are a real son of the family. I like that. Now let's come back to the marketing now, Max Immigration Service. You need to let them know, because today everybody wants to go to the UK. They want to travel out of it. And not me or Mika, but forget me. But for those, this visa is always a problem.
You want to go to Jerusalem?
Sir, what should they understand? What are the technicalities? What are those things they must look out for and they must do so that they don't have problem with immigration services?
Well, I was here some time ago, and
A year, 2, 3 years ago?
a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years
And
ago.
I-
Like Bamidele too.
Okay, and I did mention one or two things regarding your proposed trip to the United Kingdom, and that since July the 9th, 2012, the UK immigration law has changed drastically, more draconian than before. And I will just give the bullet points of the major concern. As always, the changes affect the non-EU members. That is the ethnic minorities. When we say the ethnic minorities, that refers to the blacks and Asians. And since the expansion of the European Union from say 15 members, now they have 27. And that has become a problem for the United Kingdom in terms of coping with the social services, the NHS, that is the welfare system, the housing problem. So basically what the intending migrants should know is that from 2012, the changes involve the concession rule, which is the 14-year rule, has now moved up to 20 years, which is near amnesty. So for instance, if you want to remain in the United Kingdom illegally, by choice, you have to stay at least up to 20 years. Does that make sense, really?
Does that make sense, really?
It used to be 14 years. So the 20 years is just the minimum. What could be added more, that is probationary. We're looking up to between 20 and 30 years. You might as well say forget it. And how would you want to go underground for 20 years in a strange country?
That you will not be caught.
In the coldest of cold. So what I would advise is that even though if you want to go in as a student, that is what would mean there are 4 categories. The fee itself has increased. For the home student, it's now up to about £9,000. And from the foreign students, you're looking at, for the undergraduate level, you're looking at £15,000.
Difference.
So where would somebody coming from a place in Nigeria afford £15,000 just for an academic year? So is it worth going there? Well, if you want to go on a visit, you need to show more than enough proof that you have a job here, etc. You have to meet the requirements. And every now and then they're deporting people for violation of the immigration rule. They tend to rely on what we call the Article 8 of the European Convention of Human Rights. The Article 8...
Which is the Article 8.
The Article 8 means that when you have a family and private life, the interpretation of that is that you could be given some concession regarding your Article 8 status, even though you don't have the regular papers, you are illegal. So they might say because you have children born there, but it is not like that. That is the notion people have. Article 8 is a qualified right. It's not an absolute right.
It's not an absolute right,
No.
so there's still a problem.
There's still a problem.
Time is not here to really let us discuss this. You're laughing. You want to add your voice to that?
Yes.
What he's saying is true, though, but I can't tell Nigerians about it. Like, if you don't have a social security card, like in America, you can't work. So you got to do whatever somebody gives you. Like, you'll be surprised jobs that you got to do to survive. And now, like, in Nigeria, we say, Otiha.
Oh, aloha, tieba.
Like, he can't come.
All
so
he's now saying is very true.
it's
right?
very true. So
Is it really worth it then?
it's not worth it no more.
No more.
No
It's
more.
not worth it
No
no
more.
more.
But having said all that, there is always a way out
Out.
for the...
Okay, quick one, sir. The way out.
Well, the way out is for you to really get your documentation right, follow the procedure. If you want to genuinely go there, rather than take the undue risk, is to apply and then seek professional help from people like us who are regulated by the government, either the Law Society or the OISC, rather go through trying to cut corners.
Okay, let's do it this way. Can you please just let them have your number so that
Yes.
you can, since we have called you here to tap from your wealth of experience,
Right.
You can please do us the favor or the honor too by giving us the people.
Kọ́ tẹ̀ tó di pọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fún wa nọ́mbà. Wọ́n ní pé tí a bá fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú òyìnbó tá a fẹ́ gbé ìlú òyìnbó àbí tá a fẹ́ darapọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nílùú òyìnbó Amẹ́ríkà bí London gbogbo bí wọ́n ní ó yẹ ká ṣe eré ká ní àwọn ìwé ìgbélú bẹ̀ ká ní lọ́wọ́ ní báyìí ẹni tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ò tọ́ wa sọ́nà àwọn náà ni alàgbà McCarthy ó yá ẹ fẹ́ bá mi fún wọn ní nọ́mbà yín kíákíá kí wọ́n bá lè mọ̀ torí McCarthy nìkan náà lọ́nà tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí o ó yá nílẹ̀.
The number for Lagos contact is 070 310 92275. The UK number and contact is 0790 322 3611. But the website is maximmigrationservices.com.
Okay, no, that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. Well, we must go now. We must go. It's time overspent.
Okay.
Your parting words, just a message to people.
I just tell people,
kind of music
people with disability don't give up. You know, when people tell you can't do it, just believe you could do it. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be family members, friends, people to discourage you. Just follow your dreams and just do what you have to do. And plus size women, I'll be here to make sure y'all get that love. You know.
Well,
and I got some items for you. Plus size Africa.
Plus size Africa.
Curvy plus.
You see?
You know.
That's a plus size lady.
Yes, curvy plus.
Oh, curvy plus.
And I got the Mr. Flint music.
Mr. Flint, Fagbemi music. Hey, you want to put in touch here about no more about be our gorobo. On no lodge. But we not to come back to Loyinbo fún yín báyìí.
Thank you.